Good morning. I'm actually at my mom and dad's house. I'm watching my niece and nephew just long enough to go to school with Lily. So I'll take them all to school and then I'll be done watching them. But today is actually story time at the library. So I'll go ahead and take all of them because I can walk there for my physical therapy for the day and they're like 4 and 5. So they'll be all right. It won't be that much harder.
I got t-shirt.
I'm neither a really good aunt or an idiot or both. There's your answer. I'm probably an idiot. It's the next day now. I stopped vlogging pretty much after story time just because I was taking care of the kids and he's still fussy from teething. So, and then Nick's parents actually watched all 3 of the kids, which doesn't usually happen, but it happened for us because we watched their dogs like while they were in Chicago or whatever. So, we had them watch them when we moved some stuff. Like there's some little stuff still left at the old house, so we kind of moved some stuff here. And then, let's see, Lily's at school right now, and then I have a home visit with her school. And then I don't think we're doing anything else. We're still trying to finish that room. We're priming it slowly but surely. We just got Lily. Nick got home right when I was getting ready to get her, so he went with me so he could go in the gas station and get me a coffee. That's the picture they took all year.
That's my class, right?
I'm going to the store, which I don't usually do on my own, but I am this time because the kids are being crazy and I told Nick I needed a break. So, for my mental health, I'm leaving. So I left the store. What I didn't think about going to the store is how we needed a case of water and I had to carry that and everything, but not really carry it. I had to get it and put it in the car, then take it out of the car, whatever. But sometimes you have to make sacrifices. You have to choose. And I'd have much rather pick up a case of water 2 times than sit there with the kids. I needed a break. Sometimes people say that they don't need a break from their kids and like, oh, I'm fine. I don't really ever get to do anything, but that's okay. I love my kids. You never get these years back, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I don't need a lot of breaks for my kids, but like I do. Like for your mental health, you need a break from your kids. You need a time when somebody else is looking after them, even just for a few hours, so that you can kind of like shut your mind off and just be able to sit there and like not, you know, worry about how you're keeping these humans alive. And I think when people say that, they don't exactly mean it. I think it's people kind of like me who just like don't really get breaks often, so when that's their way of coping with that, is saying like, oh, I don't really need breaks or anything. And I think that really is just, I mean, maybe there is a rare breed of parents out there who really don't need a break ever, but I think the majority of parents do get burnout, and I think that people can be better parents when they do get that break. I think that you see a lot of people who just, I mean, there's been times when like I haven't gotten a break for like, you know, weeks and weeks, even like just like an hour or 2 break, and it's just like constant. And you know, I've gotten to the point where I'm just like, Nick, we have to do something because I can't. And I know like working moms, I think sometimes feel guilty for not seeing their kids enough. So when they want time away from their kids, I know they can feel guilty because they're like, oh, I work, so I have time away, but you're at work, so you need time away from work and time away from like your work at home, which is your kids and your family and everything. So I guess what I'm just saying is like, don't be afraid even if like you don't go anywhere, like if you could just pay a babysitter or pay somebody for like to come and watch your kids, and you just, or you know, for you to drop your kids off to them and then watch them for even like a couple hours, and just go home and sit at home by yourself and have time alone, or like with your significant other, like sit there and, you know, have time. I think it's important. And you know, mental health had such like a stigma attached to it for such a long time, you know, well, just suck it up, you know, it is how it is, life is life. And that's true to a certain point, but also you can't sit there and not ever take a mental health break for yourself. I think that's really important. I think that's one of the reasons that like you see more teenagers being depressed, because you know, you have, well, like it's kind of hard right now to be younger, because it's like you have older people telling you like you need to do this and you need to do this and blah blah blah, and you know, that generation telling younger people to be like I said before, just like suck it up and you'll be fine, and we did this and blah blah blah. Well, yeah, you did, but how many people were unhappy? And especially like divorce has a stigma to it too, and I do think that people nowadays, like millennials, kind of rush into like divorce and treat it more like, oh well, I'm over it, so we're gonna break up. Well, you're married, so you should need to take that a little bit more serious, even if you're not religious, and like don't take it to like a Bible standpoint, but like in a Bible level of commitment. You know, that is a big commitment. You should, especially to be you meshing your lives together, so you should take that seriously. But also, I think that the older generation takes it too seriously, and even if you get treated badly, you should stay, and I don't think that's true. I'm home now, and I kind of rambled, but the moral is take mental health breaks, even if it's just to go to the store for 20 minutes. Okay, I'm doing laundry because it's a mess. That's all stuff that is clean and getting folded. That's stuff that's folded. That's stuff goes upstairs. This is stuff I'm taking out, and there's stuff on the floor that needs done. This is done. The cloth diapers are in there. Okay, we're upstairs, I'm going to bed now. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.